Hey guys, this is Dreadline Express, the demo. Let's play. Still in development. Oh. Oh, I'm looking. Oh. God, I can't. Oh, that's just the art. Oh. Hello. Look at an object and press mouse to interact. Okay, how do I... Are we getting bombed? There's air raid sirens on a train. Yeah, I'm trying. How do I get up? Oh. The noise coming from the wall speaker cuts through the layers of my consciousness. It pulls me into reality. The electrical circuit crackles, silence ensues. A moment later, an unfamiliar, sharply cut voice echoes through the compartment. With immediate effect, free movement on the train is forbidden. We've been spotted again. The lottery is already in progress, and the chosen passengers will be informed of their situation without delay. We expect your full cooperation. All hail the Supreme Engineer. Oh boy. So that already tells me a lot about what's going on this train. Look outside. The pitch black darkness shrouding the sky is transforming. It swarms, breathes, and pulsates. Yeah. An amorphous mass made up of thousands of tentacles. The steam locomotive at the front slows down under the terrible strain. Sticky sprouts are trying to make their way inside. The thin window glass is the last barrier separating me from that monstrosity. Yeah, that's not good. Tiny objects dance to the rhythm of train sleepers across a once elegant piece of furniture. A worn piece of wood is covered with many scratches from countless former passengers. Some of the grooves are fresher and deeper than others at first glance. Remotely, they give the impression of a coherent text. However, it's not possible to read it in the dim light. I feel like there's more than enough light. So this reminds me of like old survival horror games where you could literally just go up to almost everything and it would give you a little description of what you were looking at. The compartment is lit by warm candlelight. In other circumstances, it would seem cozy. Actually, I'd say that was a big fire hazard on a moving vehicle. I can see the occasional electric lights on the ceiling, but somebody has put them out of commission. What? You made an observation. Light has been our guide since the beginning of time. Within its reach, the unknown becomes tangible. It allows us to discover and learn. Here on board the train, human light is so much more reassuring. An invisible barricade protecting the fragile mind from the incomprehensible outside. Carriages have electric lights, but it's unclear if they work. In my private compartment, the lighting is cut off for some reason. I'm left to the soothing glow of candles. The wax, however, is running out. Interesting. I don't know what to do. I will just take it, I guess. Do I do something with this? Oh, hold and press to play your hand on the object in front of you. Oh, okay. Can I put this away? I don't recognize a single one of the items lying on a makeshift storage area. Do they belong to me? However, there's a piece of paper sticking out of one of the books. I'm drawn to it by an unspoken compulsion. The writing is rough and looks childish. My mom's name was Rose. Dad said she was here with us. He says people forget here. It'll remind me of everything. She was born in 1917, got married at 20, and then she died here. He says I'm not allowed to write anything down, but what if I forget again? Her name was Rose. Rose Mather. Rose Mather. You've revealed a fragment of your past. Wife. Okay, so that's me and that was my daughter, I guess? Like a broken vase, I glue the pieces of my life together. I had a wife born in the year of 1917. She seems to have died here on the train. However it happened, I don't know. In spite of my best efforts, I've forgotten. But I loved her with all my heart. I failed myself. I failed Teresa. I don't know. I shall take it. Okay, tab to flip. In my stale pockets full of grease stains, I discover an object. Okay, there's a weird description of my pockets. Leather-bound book without a title. Okay, that's an even weirder book. Raise your gaze and prepare it for reward. Not mere cards, these pages preserve memories and knowledge in a form not subject to external influences. Choose the cards you deem most suitable to achieve your goals and prepare them in your hand. The cards in your palm form your intention, and as such they are always used together. If the current hand is no good for you, the path of modesty can help you narrow down your selection. Think broadly and pay attention to new leads. Interesting. So, it's 2 album. 2 album. Okay. Man, my hand is so fucking weird looking. Jesus Christ. Like, the part from my thumb to my fingers is way too long. Like, holy shit. A light. World outside. Question marks. Okay, not discovered. Holy shit, there's so many cards. Yeah, I didn't realize this was like a card battle game. Open door. Door's locked from outside. I can't open it from here. I'm trapped in my own compartment. There's something wedged between the door and the door frame, perhaps a note. Okay. Oh, there it is. I see it. Folded sheet of paper. It wasn't here before. It's addressed to me. A single sheet of paper with an impersonal message. In the lottery, your name was drawn. Thank you for your sacrifice. Wait for the arrival of the conductor and do not leave behind any memorabilia. There is no reason to endanger your loved ones. All hail the Supreme Engineer. Someone's coming for me. Okay, so I need to get out of this compartment. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so, okay. Probably where my daughter was, in the bunk. Okay. The clock. Madness had taken hold of the clock hands. Could these be related to the attack from the outside? Could the train itself be reaching to it? So I haven't seen the movie, but the movie with like the Continental Train, that's what this reminds me of, but with more like Cthulhu stuff. Okay, so blah, 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 blah. Okay. So I need to get out of the compartment, maybe. Okay, look at the table, look outside. So I don't see anything else I can interact with. Maybe... Where are my cards here? So I have that. I have that. Those are the only 2 things that I have. Interact with. So, I can use the light on the table to see. Okay, I'm trying. I can also read in the dim light. Oh wait, maybe I can use the light on the light. Maybe? There's no possible way I can open this door. I better give it vain efforts. Oh, I can press that to crouch. Okay. Hidden from the world in an unknown piece of luggage tucked under the seat. Sturdy leather-covered work case. Wear indicates active use. Numeral row. Locking mechanism guards the contents inside. Should I know the combination? I would say so. Okay, so now I can get down on the floor here. Handles. It's anything down here. Okay. Can I, like, jump? Apartments lit by warm candle. Yeah, I know. Oh, wait. I think I do know the... Try to guess the lock combination. I'm on the right track, however, not all knowledge fits into the equation. Yeah, okay, I think I get it. So put that one away. My wife was born in 1917, so I think that is the combination. I could use the wife's year as a code. However, the numeric lock is 8 digits. One date is not enough. Gotcha, I need the daughter's birthday, probably. Is there anything I can use? Oh, wait a minute, I know. Yeah, okay, I get it, come on. Alright, so instead of having both in my hand, I need to just have the one I need. Use that. Perhaps if I grab the nearest candle, I might be able to read the lines in its flickering light. Really? I needed to play a card in order to do something common sense-wise. Hidden secrets emerge. With no small effort, I set to reading. It's so hard to read. Larissa Mather, born 1938. Boarded 8 years old, beloved daughter. Kind, innocent, modest, demise in the train. Covard, don't forget. Oh, coward. Yeah, you are a coward. I am a coward. There are many fresh, deep punctures around the text. Strong knife stab wounds. Yep. Daughter. Memories betray me. I have a daughter. How could I forget? Or rather, I had a daughter. Teresa was born in 1938. She was 8 years old when we boarded this train, the Colossus of Steel, in which she died. It was my fault. I had the power to intervene, but that I judged myself a coward. Yeah, you pretty much were. Okay. So I can replay these cards, I guess, if I need to. Where the hell is the other one? Oh, there it was. No, wrong one, no, wrong, this one. Okay. Alright, now. Okay, I forgot to hit the button. Could the birth years of the daughter and the wife be the solution to this riddle? I'm betting. In the numbers 1917 and 1938, the lock clicks with satisfaction. Oh, it's a doctor's kit. Interesting. Musty, leathery smell wafts from the inside. The case is about to reveal its secret. It contains medical supplies, various reports, and a few other documents. A faded photograph, part of some kind of legal document, stands out from the rest. The face in it looks strikingly familiar. Identity documents. Now I know who I am. Apothecary. Samuel Mather. My own name is foreign to me, yet it's bound to me like a parasitic larva. By profession, I am an apothecary. Expert knowledge of chemical compounds and their effects on living organisms is my strength. I have sworn to use it as a tool of healing, but I can do harm as easily as I can help. Nice. It's medical supplies, various reports, and a few other documents, as well as my identity documents. Ooh, hello. Have a talk. Let me begin. The conductor is the first to speak. I assume you have already had time to read the letter. Everything is clear to you, I believe. Don't worry, dear Mr. Mather. It will all be over soon, he says, relishing the moment. Before I take you away, is there anything you'd like to say? And evoke compassion. Your family is dead, the conductor says reservedly. In your memories, however, they still linger. Tell me, you didn't break the rules, Mr. Mather, did you? He sighs, but that doesn't matter anymore. Memories will also pass with you, and with them what little remains of your loved ones. There will be no more reason to mourn. Let's get on our way. The conductor reaches out his skinny hand to me. Just before his fingers touch me, the train rumbles. Far in front, the steam locomotive lets out a terrifying roar. The conductor loses his balance as the train suddenly picks up speed. He grabs the door frame to keep from falling. That hideous mass of tentacles behind the window is breaking apart. As the car breaks free from it, the conductor straightens up. Before he slams the door to my compartment, I catch a look of anger on his face. The sound of his footsteps fades away to the left. The situation is calming down. Door's still locked, however, an announcement from the loudspeakers catches my attention. Once again, a voice echoes through the compartment. Immediate danger has passed. Praise the Supreme Engineer. The previous restrictions remain in effect, but you may leave your seats. Further instructions will be provided. Just then something clicks in the door. Interesting. Interesting. Door's locked from the other side. Clicking sound, the origin of which is unclear to me. The paper carries binding rules for passengers. The Supreme Engineer, propelling this noble machine forward with his iron will, establishes the following boarding rules. The train's crew, forever loyal to the sovereign leader, swears to enforce this order by any means necessary, for this is the way to redemption. There are dozens of rules in the same spirit, restricting the free movement, food rations, property of other freedom of passengers, all for the greater good. The rules end with a list of possible punishments under which stands the confident signature of the Supreme Engineer. Restrictive regime. Strict rules gnaw away at the last remnants of freedom from the bones of passengers. They regulate food rations, duties, and freedoms. The word of the Supreme Engineer's law. The main points are as follows. Prohibition of free movement outside the assigned area. Prohibition of endangering one's own or others' lives unless ordered by the crew. No recording of events on the train or events that took place before. The train crew conductors are responsible for enforcing the rules. No price is too high. Okay. So I think I should just put these up. Train. That one seems... I should probably keep it. The glass is marred by countless scratches, all on the outside. Through the yellowish filth, I watch a sky I don't recognize. An alien sky that chills me to the bone. You made an observation. That's cool. Are we on another fucking planet? Oh shit, I didn't read it. Inspect. Every second I spend looking at the alien sky burns me inside. This is not our world anymore. The unnatural hue of the new sun looking down on the gnawed skeletons of human cities makes me dizzy. Interesting. Electroacoustic equipment connected to the train's central announcement system. It's kind of out of place here. Seemingly abandoned luggage. Some are empty, but most are full of personal belongings that become memorials. It's hard to guess what fate awaited the owner of this particular briefcase. Door's locked from the other side. Inside, someone is singing in a soft voice. The words cannot be understood. Try to overcome the door. Look around a little bit more. Seemingly abandoned luggage. Okay, same thing. Oh, hey. That's kind of weird. I didn't notice the guy's glowing eyes. Countless bottles of various spirits cover the tabletop. Some of the labels are familiar to me, others I'm seeing for the first time. All the bottles have one thing in common. They're completely empty. There's not even the faintest hint of the bitter alcohol scent one might expect. Why their owner put them on display here is a mystery to me. Alcohol bottles. Mute figures made of glass, empty without purpose. Yet here they are displayed in front of One of the passengers, is this a sentiment? String pulling the mind back to times long gone and unmaterialized memories can take many forms. Interesting. So I think if I use that on him, it'll trigger some kind of conversation. Okay, more rules. Same thing. Okay. Clock is back to normal. The wall clock is part of the interior. However, it seems that it doesn't show the correct time. Pressure don't work at all. The hands are guided by some of the rule. What did they show? Okay, so according to this, it's like 2:48. Interesting. Oh, that's fun. Stained glass window, huh? The ornamental decoration made out of cut glass depicts an unusual scene. Despite the pastel colors, the mere sight of it unsettles me. What could be its meaning? Yep. Okay, we've already done that one. Mr. Samuel, the young man stutters. Be careful, the freedom of movement is restricted here. The crew recently closed this door for other passengers. Study the boarding rules thoroughly. They're displayed on the walls. Stay safe, he says, turning away. Door's locked away. Anyway. Several papers are pinned on the wall lining. As far as I can tell, it's some kind of mathematical calculations and equations, but it's not within my ability to understand them. Every single paper is signed with the name Euler P. Meadow. Combinatorialist. Miskatonic University. Okay. You've identified a new passenger. Euler P. Meadow, a name belonging to an obviously brilliant mind, a consciousness capable of peering behind the curtain of the universe and seeing the grand order and chaos. Combinatorics is the science of ordering, selecting, and enumerating possibilities. It reveals the true magnitude of the potential of an individual and qualifies our destiny. Interesting. Okay, keep for later. Alright, so I think we've got enough stuff. Let's talk to the passengers. Oh wait, so that Sky regime. Okay, so I think we know this guy. Let's talk to him. These are my notes from before. He twitches. I don't know what they mean anymore. That horrible noise. I'm paralyzed. It's unbearable. Help me somehow, please. Ooh, you've learned something. The noise never stops. It's a part of all of us. The hum of the steam engine and the clank of the sleepers will be with us for the rest of our lives. The human mind is unusually adaptable. So most passengers have long since become accustomed to the constant roar of the machine. If we didn't, we would end up like that withered young man suffering from tremors in the corner of the carriage. Okay. Interesting. Ask about the noise. The roar of this infernal steam engine. I can't take it much longer. It's piercing my mind. I can't sleep. I can't eat. Most of all, I can't think. Can you help me? Looking in my eyes, I'm starting to regret ever getting on this last train. Okay. There's nothing left but this train, a huge steel mass filled with despair and resignation. It's an arc of hope, or a foolish attempt to escape the inevitable. The tracks ahead, like our future, are lost in an endless void. We are the last people, the last passengers. Okay, this is... Okay, nothing... Okay, so what we got here? Put that around. What do I got? Wait a minute, let's go back to the beginning. Last train, light, restricted regime. Maybe? No, okay. What if I put these away? Despair in his eyes grows stronger. I still believe the crew will help me somehow. Maybe you. He shudders. Help me. Get me rid of this horrible noise, please. Yeah, I know what you want. I'm just trying to figure out information here. Ooh, the alien sky. That one's good. Sweaty face framed by hair. Slick hair turns to me. Sky. Shakes his head. I can't even look out anymore. Scenery leaps. The window pane rattles. All to the rhythm of the agony inside my head. Help me. You know, I hate to do it, but I have an idea. The alcohol bottles. I was going to suggest alcoholism. Mr. Samuel, I've never consumed alcohol, but now I must confess, if there was anything in those bottles across the corridor, I would seriously consider drinking them for a moment of peace. Unfortunately, I don't have any alcohol with me, nor do I know if there's any left on board. Okay. Alright, that's all I got so far. Okay, so I'm gonna... We've talked to this guy now. Sad man with bloodshot eyes sits at the table. I've talked. Young sir, the man's gaze is unexpectedly firm. You haven't spoken to me during our entire journey. Now you won't even introduce yourself and demand something from me? You'll have to forgive me. That being said, I refuse to be of any use to you. Oh, well, fuck you then. What I say? Good sir. Please go fornicate yourself with an iron stick. Fine, I shall introduce myself. The young man looks at me sternly again, but eventually his features give way. My pleasure, Samuel, offering me hand to shake. My name is Garrett Wilcott. The profession of an apothecary is a very noble one, widely respected. I regret that the same cannot be said for my profession. I'm a judge, or at least I used to be before I got on this train. Crime and punishment wage an eternal battle against each other. Those who commit evil stand against those who punish evil, and how else to punish than with evil itself? Becoming an instrument of justice robs a man of parts of his humanity, brings him closer to the evil he wants to fight, and no amount of ironed robes and elaborate ethics will save him. And so Garrett sacrificed himself for the sake of justice. We can only hope that his motivation was an altruistic need to protect others rather than his own pleasure in punishment. Okay, there's no combination here, so I'll put mine away. In my profession, more than anything else, it applies that what is good for one can be evil for another. But I'm still only human. It's impossible to make universal correct decisions. If it still matters in any way, I'd like the sum of my decisions to have a positive effect. Okay, what does that mean? Take a look at Garrett. Garrett is still at the table, his bloodshot eyes are fixed on the bottles in front of him. Okay. So he's obviously feeling guilty. I understand why you're asking, Samuel. Or what you're asking. You know, people need order, rules, and laws so they don't stray. Restrictions and punishments are certainly unpopular, yet necessary. If you are intelligent, you will comply, hand over control, and spend the rest of your life in calm. As far as I'm concerned, I'm extremely glad that I no longer have to bear the burden of choice. I know I have no ambition to disrupt the order here. Okay, last train. My knowledge of the matter is modest, but one thing is certain, the world as we knew it is over. And this train, our train, is the last vestige of human civilization. We must not stop, or even slow down, never. Garrett seemed to recite his phrase mechanically. I still haven't decided whether the steel behemoth is our salvation or our prison. Okay, maybe this one. Nope. Okay. You know, Samuel, I still sometimes hope to wake up from this nightmare. Then I'll look out at the sky. Garrett turns to his head at the window. When I realize it's not a dream, it's really happening. There's nothing waiting for us. There is no one else left. Only us, the crew of the last human train. Okay, so let's see here. Noise. No, Garrett reflects, I can't say I am particularly bothered by the noise here. I'm very glad for that, because you can't run away from the noise. The ears cannot be closed. Perhaps only a medicine, he continues. A soothing remedy would help. However, here on board, who would have such a thing in their scarce reserves? He gives me a significant look at those words. Yes, who would? Yes, Euler and I have occasionally engaged in casual conversation in the past. There were rare moments when he was feeling well, however, we didn't have much in common. This man is fascinated by both mathematics and railways. He knows both subjects inside and out, and I'm sure he could tell you a lot, even about our train. What if I would like some of your alcohol, good sir? No? Save it later. Garrett raises his eyebrows. I'm not surprised by your question, Samuel. For the first few weeks, maybe months, of our journey, the alcohol in those bottles provided me with comfort, connection to my lost life. But it's been a long time since the last drop dried up. There will never be another one like this, or any other, he says gloomily. Sometimes, however, I can still sense that sweet hint of alcohol, fleeting and elusive. That's why I keep them here. In our situation, there's no longer any reason to keep our petty secrets. I'd give you anything for the chance to feel the beautiful alcoholic intoxication one last time. Okay. I think I'm getting... I need... So I can't get through here. Let's see... If... Wait a minute, let me see here. Say the password, commands the cheerful voice from the other side of the door. You learned something. Softly spoken, say the password brings an almost childlike innocence to those gloomy spaces. This single sentence conveys complete sincerity with no hint of malice or dislike. It is a fragment of lost world, hidden away from behind closed doors. Say the password, but there is any point in trying to solve this riddle. Collision with the reality around us can easily destroy all the magic. Interesting. Myself. I have a daughter. No reaction. I have it wrong. Train. There's something with the alien sky. Okay. Let's see. Look around here. Can I do something? This here. Shine a light on the luggage. There's no need. Even in the weak light, it's obvious that I would not find anything interesting here. Okay. Interesting. Maybe on the door. Okay, so this card quite literally shines light. That's cool. Oh wait, take a closer look. A few blankets hang on a wire from an improvised wall. Sort of a shelter provides the passenger on the other side with an apparent sense of privacy. Leave me alone, the man on the other end snaps at me. Voluntary isolation. There are thousands of reasons to go into seclusion, but often just one is enough. Not all clear that the drove of the builder of this improvised shelter to voluntarily isolate himself, but however flimsy this lonely fortress may be, its symbolism is clear, and the other passengers acknowledge it, at least to some extent. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Harry glances at the ragged wall behind my back. I know very little about the man out there hiding from the world, but one thing is clear to me. He's weak. a weakling and a coward. Some people are born this way, for others it is a result of overprotective mother. Of course, every one of us aboard this train has plenty of reasons to be sad. However, he lets me, none of us fall into such strong melancholy, do we? Interesting, interesting. Man behind the blanket. I've seen him a few times. Maybe I can't concentrate. Hopefully, your shelter provides him with the peace of mind that I miss so much. Help me from this noise, please. Okay, wait a minute. I mean, I'm an apothecary, and I have a fucking medical case. Wait a minute. Okay. So, wait a minute here. I think maybe if I use this card. Aha! In a sudden addition to the record knowledge needed to produce various medicines, the case can also contain several potent substances. Among the powdered ingredients and dried herbs lies a lone vial of brown liquid. Last remaining dose of laudanum. I should use it wisely. There must be more than one use for it. Laudanum. Tinctures and opium used to cure many ailments. That is, until they were banned in the early 20th century, and yet one innocent-looking bottle is found in amongst my inventory. Consumption of the substance causes a shift in consciousness, feeling of euphoria and peace. It relieves both physical and mental pain. Okay. Interesting. Then the alcoholism. I'm sure I have a bottle of something. I've already taken the last dose of laudanum. There's no other numbing agent I can find. Okay. So I guess I give it to either the judge or the other guy. So let me try the other passengers here. Voluntary isolation. Nothing? Okay. Password. Nope. Okay. Okay, let me ask about the password. The unpleasant noise is interrupted by a firm and measured voice. Announcement to the passengers, speaks the conductor. Our providers in the dining car have just finished preparing today's rations. Food will be distributed at the conductor's office service window. Begin approaching it one by one. Respect the order determined by your place in the car. Mr. Mather will approach first. I guess that's me? Or is that my name? Was it? Is it Free Engineer or Our Gratitude? Wait a minute. Who the hell am I? I already forgot my fucking name again. Samuel Mather. Yeah, it's me. What I thought. There's a young girl living in the compartment next to you, perhaps more of a child, if she's asking you for the password, however childish she smells. Sometimes I catch her peeking through the half-open door at the bottles on my desk. Strange, isn't it? She must be shy. I can't help you with the password, though. I haven't spoken to her yet. But I think the older woman at the back of the train knows her. Okay. But now I can get through here, apparently. The young man licks his lips greedily. It seems lost in thought. He's clearly hungry. But eventually he notices me and reacts. Password? He's confused, dealing with completely different issues. What are you talking about? Okay. Leave me alone. Okay, so I need to approach the conductor's window, correct? There's no point. The conductor's... Oh, there we go. Ah, Mr. Mather, it is good to see you again. As a form of apology for recent misunderstanding, I have taken the liberty of personally delivering your rations to your compartment. You will find your plate hidden under one of the seats. I am sure you understand that I would hate for a passerby to get hold of it. Bon appetit. Fuck, okay, that's a little weird. Okay, no, there's nothing here. How about... Hey, what about light? I'll use my light. Darkness dissipates with the candlelight. Except for a few dead spiders and specks of dust, there's nothing under the seat. Oh, how nice. At the very back, in the layers of dust and cobwebs, lies a silver object. Good. In the dust and cobwebs, also there's a bone just sticking up out of a pile of mush. Tray with food, as the conductor said. Yummy. Okay, so... Next to the plate of disgusting mush lies a piece of paper, a letter. From Supreme Engineer, the letter begins, Dear Mr. Mather, recent events in which you have been involved have caught my personal attention. Please accept the attached insignia as a symbol of my direct oversight of you from this moment onwards. Now eat in peace, and as early as possible visit your conductor. He has already been instructed and will explain everything to you. Until then, do not speak to anyone. Do not put this matter on hold. I think I'll put this matter on hold. Insignia, symbol of the crew. Oh no, I'm a member of the crew now, apparently. A symbol of the totalitarian regime that rules the train. It is a badge that the crew proudly wears on their chests, signifying their superiority over other passengers. I was given an insignia by the Supreme Engineer. I should think very carefully before telling anyone about it. Okay. The thing on the plate isn't food. The sight of that burbling abomination causes me physical distress, and the pungent smell makes my head spin. However, it's only now that I realize how hungry I really am. My stomach is knotting up. I'm actually consider trying it. Okay. Let's put that away. Okay, so... Blocked by something. So he was hungry. I mean, if I like... Interesting. I have to do this. Eat. Ugh. Perhaps I will try to eat at least some dry bread. What have I done? Can't believe I ate that atrocity. Primal urge has taken hold of me. Well, it let me out of the room. Okay, so... Okay. So there's like a... There's no save. Oh, wait. Save and main menu. Well... I can't, like, save my progress, so... Okay, so... I either have to give him the laudanum... But he said he will do anything... But he doesn't have any alcohol... He definitely needs something. Door's locked. The young man on the bench said regime restriction. Oh, but I have a regime insignia. I press the symbol against the surface of the door. The wood material reacts, beginning to emit heat. Something clicks inside the frame. A latch. The door is unlocked. The train invites me further into its innards. Not available in this version. Good thinking, though. Ah, thanks. Okay, then I guess I'm ending the... or nearing the end of the... demo. Let's try giving... Mr. Headache here some laudanum. Laudanum. The man's eyes dart around as he begins to recite mechanically. Opium tincture, a narcotic for sedating the body, relieving pain, and inducing a feeling of bliss. Why are you mentioning it, though? Do you have any? Please, my head isn't working properly with all this noise. You need to be more specific. Okay, so I have to use his card and this. Mention laudanum. Garrett glares at me. Laudanum? I'm familiar with the effects of the substance, however, I don't understand why you mention it. Do you happen to have some on your person? Can you be more specific, dear Samuel? Oh, I could, but I don't want to. Let's see. I do this. Leave me alone. Wait, if I use the insignia. Enforce access. That doesn't seem good. Lock the door with the insignia. That also doesn't seem like it would be very helpful to me. Let's try this. Let me go with him. Rebel noise. And some laudanum for my dear man here. What kind of offer? What a kind offer, really. I appreciate it immensely, especially coming from you. However, I don't use addictive substances. The young man suddenly grits his teeth. The new wave of pain overwhelms him. No, you're right. I'm willing to try anything. This is no longer endurable. Those words, he swallows the contents of the offered bottle. The young man's troubled features finally relax. Comfort, peace. Thank you. Okay, so now I can ask him questions. So let's try this. Yes, he recalls. Before the train, I worked in the university studying probability, quantifying possibilities. Also enjoyed ciphers and cracking passwords. I'm curious what effects your laudanum will have on my reasoning. An interesting experiment, he grins. However, if you're interested in something specific, Mr. Samuel, I may be able to understand my old notes and find what you seek in them. Oh, okay. That's probably something I can ask about. Brightens further, he begins to talk. A Bavarian A2 class locomotive serial number. He starts reciting the technical specifications. You know, I know a lot about trains, and I actually helped get this one working, he says, lifting his chin. They hired me for that. It was a bit of an odd job, but very fulfilling. Finally, I can enjoy the ride. It's just a shame we can't go any faster. The train is going slower than it should. I don't know why, but something is holding it back. Like dragging a giant fucking tentacle monster behind it. You're asking for my opinion on the regime? I think it's necessary to tell you what. He winks at me. I'll let you in on a little secret. Supreme engineer, that man is, in my opinion, an innovator, a pioneer. Not only did he save us, but he also manages to maintain a fragile harmony here on board. I don't want to brag, but I helped him a little bit in the past, of course. We haven't met in person, but I lent a hand on getting this train rolling. Okay, so he knows shit about the train. It's incredible, isn't it? Euler gazes aside. How our world has changed and how quickly those things out there must wield terrible power. Looks fascinated. It's as if the end of the world was an enticing mystery for him to solve. Okay. Wait, later. Ask about the judge. You mean the man across the corridor? Sometimes, if I wasn't in pain, he kept me company. He did most of the talking. Or was like, he described vividly how much he would love to have a drink again. Now I understand after having tried laudanum, but he isn't suffering from physical pain like I was. He's tormented by memories. He avoids being specific, but must have done something which he cannot forgive himself. It must have been a terrible sin. Well, there you go, sins. We all make mistakes and commit sins. However, some sins burden us so heavily that the weight of remorse becomes unbearable. Our conscience becomes an enemy, endlessly tormenting us as our unchangeable past. Is a weakness that others can exploit if they have the right tools. A person can be completely destroyed by their sins or stripped bare and exposed. Garrett's remorse gives him no peace. He must have done something terrible. How many more sinners are still on board? I think I get that. Oh, I'll ask you about your sins. Bueller looks at me as if he doesn't understand why I'm asking him. I should be more specific. Oh, I can be more specific. Nope. Okay, well. Nope, okay. Nope. Maybe ask him about his sins? What do you mean, me? I treated everyone with respect my whole life. I mind my own business and I don't get in anyone's way. I haven't done anything wrong. After all, I even helped with this train service, the last human train. I helped so many people. Okay, now let's ask about that guy. You know, I'm very perceptive, and amid all the noise and the train makes, I heard some sounds coming from under that blanket. That person is miserable. You might even be grieving the loss of a loved one, Mr. Samuel. That's what the elderly lady back here on desk was saying. A loss so tragic that it causes one to shut out the world. Okay. What's the password? You're saying there's a kid here asking for a password? That doesn't ring a bell. I don't know how to help you. I wonder if the password could be... There's so many combinations. You seem to have started doing mental math. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Variable noise. Sins. Judgment. Oh, I know. I think I know. It's a wife. Leave me alone. Okay, well, let's try combining that with sins. Okay. I can just force it open, but I don't know about doing that right now. Wife? Okay. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. As a judge, I can confirm that we are all sinners. If you'd like to confess a sin to me, don't be shy. I'm sure I've heard worse. Oh no, Garrett. No, not me. Maybe? No? No? Garrett hesitates at first. You know, he doesn't seem very talkative. If you're wondering who did something wrong, I'd focus on the man behind the blanket across the corridor. He diverts a suspicious character at first glance. Yeah, I get that, but he's not very talkative. Maybe he's talking about him. Wait a minute, let me ask about Garrett. Oh, okay. Interesting, interesting. Alright, well, we're about to play a trump card here. It's gonna be... Man on the other side snorts dismissively. You stick your rules and authority where the sun doesn't shine. It's odd, but I can't bring myself to pull the sheet away. My own hands refuse to obey me. Alright, well, that ain't gonna work. Oh, God. What do I have so far? Yeah, we get it. Sins. Maybe the alien world? Focus my attention elsewhere. Okay, so probably need to focus on the kid, the passenger. Okay, wait a minute. What if I have this now? See how much this... Wait a minute. Oh, okay, I can't take a closer look. Okay. What? Railway and mystery continue in the full game, but your adventure doesn't have to end just yet. Take a look at the empty spaces in the album to see if there are any you're missing. Oh, okay. Alright, so I can't go that way. I'm missing a shit ton of stuff. Let me try opening this door. The wood responds, the frame stretches, creaks, trying to meet my request. To no avail, something is holding the door shut from the other side. Say the password, a soft voice commands out of the blue from the other side of this door. Okay, how do I get... Okay, not in this demo. Not in this demo. Okay, so there's one more outside thing. Okay, not in this demo. Not in this demo. Okay, so I don't think I can guess the password, but there is something else about the world. Oh, the clock. Different. To the show. Okay. Red moon grinning at conquered world. Jesus. Look at the sky. So can I just hold this up? Will it work? Let's test it out on Garrett here. Oh, I'm weird combination. Ask about sinning. Reaction I have wrong. Okay, well, I kind of at a loss here. Oh, maybe, you know what? Yeah, I can't see anything down here. Okay then, weird. Interesting. Symbol is chosen by the Supreme Engineer. He has united us under it, a symbol of his protection and order. Omnipresent. I studied it for hours, and during that time I saw many things in it. However, what exactly it's supposed to represent remains a mystery to me. Interesting, interesting. Combine this with... wait a minute. No. I see this symbol even in my own dreams. It's everywhere, reminding us that we're under the protection of the crew and the Supreme Engineer. Yeah, what about it? Okay, I've tried... It's the same no matter what. I can't seem to figure out... It's stained glass. Maybe if I shine a light through the stained glass. Ooh, there we go. The light from the other side passes through the glass and draws color patterns on the surrounding environment. The disturbing scene takes on a third dimension. Interesting. Maybe we should explore that. Oh well, I have no idea what to do anymore, and I think I'm at the end of the... demo anyway. But interesting game. I actually really want to play this because I'm intrigued. So, hope you guys enjoyed watching. That is Dreadline Express. Put a link in the description, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.